Right now, want to introduce you three of my best friends in the entire world, all the way from Sonic A's in Tennessee, Jason Big Daddy Griswold, Jay Stewart, and the Man Taylor, and myself. We are all but destroyed. And this song is called Destroyed by Design.
These tag titles, they won them back in October, defeating Mikey Batts and Jarrell Clark, two people we're familiar with NWA TNA and Jarrell Clark. Of course, we've seen him at NWA Wildside a number of times, but the Steel Boys, namely 911 Incorporated, are a team that you just can't ignore.
No, and with their manager, the hardcore giant Ron NIEMI, always looking to make an impression wherever they go. And here tonight, would love to take those NWA Florida Tag Team Championships away from the team of Double Deuce. Looks like it's going to be Uptown Frankie Capone, starting it out with Rod Steele here.
Well, Rod Steele awfully confident in himself. I mean, in a brand new and a new arena for him. The first time I believe 911's ever been hit here. A quick pin attempt from Rod Steele. Matter of fact, his brother, the larger of the two, Bruce Steele, is the NWA Florida heavyweight champion. So there's a lot of gold hanging around here in this opening matchup.
And taking the arm there by Frankie Capone, tags into Dillon. Double axe handle to the arm. And a big left hand. That's the tag in, off the ropes he goes. Boot to the midsection, off the ropes, kick to the side of the head, and a big clothesline.
Rather convincing on a quick pin attempt, and looks like Bruce Steele is making sure that doesn't take place. I get the impression that Bruce Steele can slap you across that head really violently.
Well, he's definitely a well put together guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's got a lot of power behind him, and there you see the double team tactics here by 911 Incorporated.
Boy, Marcus Dillon now doing quite a number on the seemingly the mightier Bruce Steele. What a double axe handle, I tell you. Frankie Capone certainly showing you why he is in fact one half of the NWA Florida Tag Team Champs.
Certainly. And Steele from the behind, the forearm shot and the assist to Bruce Steele, sending him shoulder first into the ring post. Taking the arm, big single arm DDT.
And a quick pin attempt from Bruce Steele. Obviously, Uptown Frankie Capone begs to differ. Match is still in its infancy here, even with the Florida Tag Team Championship titles hanging in the balance. Oh dear. Obviously, the focus is clearly on the left arm of Frankie Capone. Sure, the hardcore giant Ron NIEMI at ringside for 911 Incorporated to create as much trouble as possible. Speak of the devil.
And there you see it, NIEMI getting involved there. And Rod Steele following up, driving the knee into the back.
How's Ron NIEMI a hardcore giant? He's like 2 heads shorter than me. That makes him 4'5".
Me believes it's a short guy complex.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. What this is a pretty good way of keeping the referee Speedy Nelson's attention diverted from the key action. That's Frankie Capone getting double teamed by 911 Incorporated. Oh dear.
And there you see Bruce Steele leveling Uptown Frankie Capone. Forearm across the throat, 2 count only.
Bruce Steele being the NWA Florida heavyweight champion. Obviously, he's got the goods. And teaming with Rod Steele, that's quite a tough team indeed. But Double Deuce hanging on to those Florida Tag Team titles now for a good 5 months. Kind of shows you the tag team power that they bring to the game. And it is serious indeed.
Well, Capone fighting out of the top wrist lock, off the ropes he goes. Up into the air. Flapjacks him down face first. Steele back kick, control hook of the leg. 1-2 count and a kick out.
Yeah, unfortunately for Capone, he also ended on that left elbow, adding in even more grief and pain to that left arm. The rate he's going, he's not going to be able to withstand too much more of this unless they grow him really tough in Florida, and I'm told they do. Florida being the home of so much classic professional wrestling over the years, all over the decades. And both these tag teams are great proponents of fantastic wrestling. Oh, very convincing spine buster. However, Rod's not making any attempt to try to pin Frankie Capone. Looks like all eyes are on the hardcore giant Ron NIEMI for some guidance here. Didn't think the Steele brothers really needed guidance.
It looks like Steele's going to go to the top here. And a bad decision. Went for the high-risk maneuver in the showboating. And Capone made him pay.
Maybe if you went up to the top a little faster next time. Faster, Rod Steele. Okay. And
Big super
yeah, quite. And Rod Steele is feeling the pain. All the more remarkable considering Frankie Capone's condition. I think a tag to Marcus Dillon is precisely what the doctor ordered, and he better do it quick. And success. And Marcus Dillon with a clothesline and certainly connect to Bruce Steele. And the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion is being rocked at the moment. Man, that's a big boy to be hoisting up in the air there.
Big high back body drop there, showing a lot of power there from Marcus Dillon. Locks on the sleeper hold. Goes to the back suplex, counter lands on the feet. German suplex and hangs on.
Looks like Marcos is hoping for a second attempt. Bruce Steele, make sure that does not take place.
Good grief!
Good Lord!
Inverted suplex into an ace crusher. Bruce Steele destroyed him there. Frontless Russian leg sweep.
Oh, and the tag team champions look like anything but champions here. This just might be 911's night. Check that. Marcus Dillon, boy, heading...
roll up here. 2 count only.
And Bruce Steele, to go to heavens, knees first. Boy, and a spear that connected. And it looks like Double Deuce retained the Florida Tag Team titles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest, Frankie Capone, Marcus Dillon, Double Deuce.
Longest reign of Junior Heavyweight Championship ever in NWA Wildside. Fast Eddie now holds claim to that throne.
That it is, but in many ways, a lot of things are culminating here as Slim J and as well as Jay Fury have been given opportunities to get this title on more than one occasion. But yet, being able to get that title from Fast Eddie has proved to be tough and obviously quite elusive. But with this three-way, Mike Posey, first order of business, getting rid of Salvatore RINAURO.
Well, Steve, this is hardcore hell. This is quite possibly the biggest event we have ever done here in NWA Wildside. There is no reason to have Sal RINAURO out here in this Junior Heavyweight Championship match. We know about the constant interference of himself and the rest of the 3 guys that totally rule, and that has been a factor in some cases against matches, both against Slim J and Jay Fury.
Now, yeah, there's no reason to have Salvatore RINAURO out here at all, in all honesty, but go ahead.
But now, you've got a 3-way match, elimination style, with literally the 3 best junior heavyweight athletes currently in NWA Wildside. And while Fury has come close, Slim J has come close, neither men have been able to beat Fast Eddie. He's got that reign, and now Slim J firing up to start this one off hot.
But it is 3-way. There are no friends. You can't really cooperate with anybody here. Everybody is after one thing, and that is the title held by Fast Eddie in this elimination 3-way matchup.
It's elimination style. Here's Slim J flipping all the way around, taking Fast Eddie down, going for the quick pin. Jay Fury running senton, hits Fast Eddie, not its intended target, but he'll take it as Slim J capitalizes off the ropes reversal. Well, shoots him up, Slim J with a forearm shot to the face of Fast Eddie, and Jay Fury breaking up the pin count.
Well, you can't be caught napping during this matchup, good heavens. Oh, big boot to the face of a charging Jay Fury. Fury seeing stars, and the Slim J has some more plans for Mr. Fury.
Slim J off the ropes, tornado DDT on to Fast Eddie. Forearm shot to the back by Fury. These men are putting it all on the line here. Big spin kick. See, it caught Slim J right across the top of the head, and he goes down in a heap. Jay Fury right there to capitalize. Big chop. Off the ropes he goes, reversal. Fast Eddie trips the legs of Fury and yanks him to the outside. Throws him hard into the barricade.
Fast Eddie, impressive his feet catching a flying Slim J. Oh dear. Oh, not good. Not good for the real Slim J.
Not good at all.
Wow. Fast Eddie most protective of that Wildside Junior Heavyweight Championship belt. 16 months he's hung on to that title. And with one of the most talented locker rooms when it comes to junior heavyweights in pro wrestling today, that's quite an accomplishment indeed. I think it makes these guys like Slim J and Jay Fury that much hungrier to get it. I mean, Slim J, a former junior heavyweight champion himself.
Would love to chase that gold a second time, and has been hot on Fast Eddie's trail. Wait a minute, Fury slingshot, high cross body, 2 count.
Fast Eddie hardly knew what happened. All these athletes, I mean, certainly Fast Eddie's got that in abundance, but Jay Fury and Slim J have this explosive firepower that just comes completely out of left field. I mean, literally you blink and you miss it. Forgive the cliche, but it's so appropriate with both Fury and Slim J and Fast Eddie, obviously the more powerful of the 3 men. And obviously has a lot more riding on this match. He has everything here to lose.
Knee to the face by Fast Eddie. Goes for the Irish whip. Jay Fury catches him. Mad Ninja skills going to work on the face. No, Eddie goes for the Russian leg sweep from hell. To no avail. Jay Fury kick combos in a big spinning roundhouse to the jaw.
And Fast Eddie makes an appointment with his dentist for Monday morning. Bad news for the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion. A pin attempt from Fury. And Slim J happily in good position to stop that from taking place. Now Slim with a snap suplex on the sensational Jay Fury. And Slim now taking his attention to the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champ, Fast Eddie. And happily, no Salvatore RINAURO at ringside. Thank you, Mike Posey.
There you see those riveting punches of Slim J and a big chop across the chest.
Oh, that patented Slim J swift kick to the back of the head. And Fast Eddie in to thwart that 3 count.
This is Hardcore Hell 2005, a celebration of NWA Wildside. Nasty chop, lucky for Slim J, he's wearing that new chest protector.
The chest protector will probably help a little bit. I'm chops from Fast Eddie though. I'm sorry, I'm sure that's cutting right through whatever chest protection Slim J has planned. And Jay Fury apparently has some plans here.
Fury springboard, steps off of him and stomps him onto Fast Eddie. Amazing 2 count. Fury broke up the pinfall.
Remarkable agility from the sensational Jay Fury. What a talented man. As he's gunning, as all these athletes are, for Wildside Junior Heavyweight Championship gold, presently held by Fast Eddie.
Big double clothesline by the champ, turning both challengers out.
Oh, that's very nice, but Fast Eddie now going for the glory and some acclaim when, frankly, he needs to be pinning one of his fallen opponents. A rare tactical error from Fast Eddie. Nothing erroneous about that. Oh, a swift kick to the kidneys.
Just kicking the bejesus out of him. Snapmare takeover again, and there's another for Fury. My God, can you feel the kidneys boiling before your eyes?
Oh, I think that inside they've moved the 2 or 3 inches from their regular moorings.
Line up the dialysis machine.
And Jay Fury's then hurtling into the turnbuckles as Fast Eddie now turns his attention on Slim J with a very quite blatant choke. Right in front of referee Mike Posey, who has seen plenty, and you don't want to get on the wrong side of Posey here tonight.
Into the far corner he goes. If you've noticed, even on the pinfalls, even though this is an elimination style match, you've seen each man try to break up the pinfall. Competition's that high in this matchup. With the attitude, the ego at stake, the personal pride, I think all 3 guys in this matchup want to be the man to get both pins. Big springboard into a corkscrew senton from Jay Fury. And Slim J off the top, big inverted DDT.
Remarkable switching streams mid-air, which is a Slim J stock and trade. And Slim heading up to the southwestern corner of the ring, the top turnbuckle. And Fast Eddie makes sure that Slim goes absolutely nowhere at all. And a big forearm from the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion. Boy, Slim J is finding himself in a most unfortunate position up in that top turnbuckle. Oh, good heavens.
Got him set up here. What's this going to be?
Perhaps a superplex at one time. What on earth is this now? Good Lord!
German double superplex!
Jay Fury on top of Fast Eddie for the, oh, only 2 goes. Remarkable feat on the part of Jay Fury, thinking on his feet and superplexing not 1 but 2 men. Incredible.
I really thought that would have done it. Reversal into the far corner. Fury stabilized. Fast Eddie charges Fury out of the way. Kick to the face. Fast Eddie's hanging for his life. Big guillotine leg drop.
Jay Fury so far the MVP of this matchup. Still continuing on, a pin attempt for Fury, and Slim happily in a position where you can stop that 3 count. Yes, you definitely have to kiss. They keep paying attention every available split second in this matchup.
Slim J jacking Fury's jaw, but Fury answers with another big kick.
And Fury putting Slim J up in that top turnbuckle. Rather familiar place for a Slim tonight. Slim fighting back for all he's worth. We know that is plenty.
Well, Slim J hanging within inches of toppling to the outside, but does gain his ground.
Now Slim making his way up to that top turnbuckle to perhaps thwart whatever Jay Fury has planned. Oh, good heavens! Off the top rope, belly to belly suplex with a corkscrew, no less. Yikes!
Amazing! Slim J could feel elimination here. No!
I think Fast Eddie was feeling one of the competitors being gone here. I think Fast Eddie wants to be responsible for taking both guys out, as you alluded to earlier on. It's a good theory there, Dan.
Head first into the top turnbuckle. And a big chop for the second time. The junior heavyweight champion measuring double knees into the spine. Fast Eddie, as you know, loves to pick apart that region, but Slim J, look at the fight left in him.
Oh, we know there's plenty of fight always in Slim J. Just when you think he's near dead, Slim J just comes rising like the proverbial phoenix. But he has just more than a problem here. He has more than one opponent. He has 2, one of whom is Fast Eddie, who is licking his knuckles. I repeat, licking his knuckles. Whoa!
So the clothesline, there's the J-Trix, hands of Fury, knocks Slim J very possibly out.
It wasn't the target of Jay Fury.
Russian leg sweep from hell!
And Jay Fury has been eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Fury has been eliminated.
Oh, bad break for Jay Fury. Considering I was marking him as the MVP of this matchup, and just like that, his effort here is over. But now a Fast Eddie, boy, he feels that title's as good as staying around his waist, as a Slim J has withstood an awful lot of a punishment from both Eddie as well as Jay Fury. But I know we talk about the fight, and Slim J is incredible indeed.
And now Fast Eddie back in control of the challenger. Now Slim J, double underhook over the shoulder backbreaker. And in many previous attempts throughout the tremendous battles and great wars that we have witnessed between these 2 men, Fast Eddie now for the pinfall, 2 count. Amazing that Slim J kicked out, but each time it's been Fast Eddie's decimation of Slim J's back. It's prevented the anger management. It's helped Fast Eddie hang on to the title, and that's the game plan he's going for again. One would have to think that after all the chances Slim J has gotten, he's not gonna get another. Counters the Russian leg sweep from hell with a huge clothesline.
Fast Eddie did not see that one coming, and the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion is being rocked by Slim J.
Screwdriver on the rocks. Slim J hooks the leg. 2 count. No.
Boy, with a fraction of a second to spare, Fast Eddie kicks out. He has no idea how lucky he is.
Slim J charges. Bicycle kick to the upper back region.
Remarkable, walking up the back of the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion in the process.
Fast Eddie with a nut butt.
Good low blow, perhaps. Perhaps it was aimed at the hamstring regardless. The damage been done to Slim J. Oh, my.
Vicious German suplex. Really rocking the world of Slim J, as you can see the disorientation.
I think Fast Eddie's already disoriented after all the punishment he's withstood in this matchup. That's 3-way elimination. It's now down to Fast Eddie and Slim J.
It's already been a tremendous contest. Now you have these two arch rivals here. How ironic that it comes down to the two men that have been battling over that title for a long time. Fast Eddie looking to seal the deal with the fastidious, but Slim J knows danger is near. And a rapid burst of energy. And now he has facilitated the champ.
Get out of here.
The anger management has got him. There it is. We got a new champion. The reign has come to an end.
The winner of this contest and new NWA Wildside Junior Champion, a real Slim J.
Now around the corner.
First off, Jay Fury, you're a great contender. No bad on you, none. But I did what I had to do to get my belt. But you, Fast Eddie, you've been holding this belt, my belt, for months and months and months, and you did nothing but disrespect my belt. But it comes back to the rightful owner. The second time I've held this junior heavyweight title, and it's not going back anywhere but this shoulder right here. Buster.
A 3-way matchup for the World TV title, with Todd Sexton being the third competitor. And Sexton, for reasons known only to him, and that's a weird mind to be getting into, so he won't be going there, took himself out for an opportunity to go against another highly technical wrestler, Tony Mamaluke, later on in Hardcore Hell. So that leaves us two, namely Jeremy V defending against former tag team partner, and they all collectively known as the Carolina Connection, one Brandon P. So the familiarity level, I mean, is through the roof here. But a lot of changes have gone on in the life of Jeremy V of late.
Well, Jeremy V, I just sit over here and I'm thinking about when I sit down and talk to him. Remember the backstage interview when he was going in for neck surgery? He was scared about his career. He's a guy I considered a friend of mine. Had a lot of admiration for the things that he put himself through to achieve his goal. And I think that's what we all want to do. Whatever our chosen profession, we all want to attain those goals. And Jeremy V worked so hard to become world television champion, and he did it. And I was so proud of the guy to see just a small town guy, grew up as a wrestling fan, humble, won the world television title, and then something happened. I don't know if it was the fan response to the fact that he wasn't in there with a lot of really strong challengers, but something turned sour with Jeremy V. And when he lost that World TV title, he went to the one place that I would have never advised him to go on, or anyone else, but he did. He went to Jeff G. Bailey for assistance. And the man, Jeff G. Bailey, I mean, let's not forget what he tried to do to Jeremy V. Let's not forget that he tried to break his neck and put him out of wrestling multiple times, not just once, not just twice, multiple times. So to do this, it shows the desperation of Jeremy V. And I mean, me and Jeremy V are guys that he would call me on birthdays. You know, we'd always call and check on the family, see how everybody's doing. Live a long way away, but now this guy, it's a total difference. And
I think that belt is actually kind of like a cancer sometimes. What that belt does to you, the first time around, yes, Jeremy V won that belt because of sheer hard work and perseverance. A lot of frustrations along the way, but ultimately he became the World TV champion. When that man lost it, you're right, all of a sudden the frustration was 10 times the amount of frustration it was during that initial path. That belt does things to people.
You're right, and he had to get Jeff G. Bailey's help to win it back. And then attacking me in the ring the way he did, it's not the same guy I knew, and I said I thought he knew him, but I don't. And there you see Brandon P. is another guy that thought he knew Jeremy V., a former World Tag Team Champion with the man, and it's a great thing that Brandon P. is getting this opportunity tonight, because not only does he have a goal in mind in winning the World TV title, big slap across the face, and that's what he needed. Pull his britches down, get your belt off, and spank him on the ass. Had his mom done that a few times, he might not have joined Jeff G. Bailey.
Not quite as Greco-Roman as we like it here initially here at NWA Wildside. Thanks for the suggestion, Dan, but Jeremy V realizes that Brandon P. is loaded for bear here tonight and has designs on that World TV title.
V chopping in the corner on Brandon P. And you can see there's no friendship left between these two. Big clothesline by the challenger. Brandon P., another guy very similar to Jeremy V. He's come up from a small town, very hard and long road, but he's done well. He was a great collegiate athlete. And now he's trying to break out in singles competition, and now he's got the shot at the World TV title. And even if it's against a former best friend, he's going to take that shot and maybe even slap a little sense into Jeremy V while he's doing it.
It's going to take a lot of sense to get into the head of Jeremy V at this juncture, hooking up with Jeff G. Bailey. But the proof's in the pudding. Once again, Jeremy V is World TV Champion. Yes, it was a bit of a shortcut, but heavens, Jeremy V just hoisted Brandon P. over that top rope.
And there you see, Steve, the ruthlessness of Jeremy V, the vicious nature, the mean streak that has come out in him. That's a potentially career-threatening maneuver to dump someone so haphazardly to the arena floor. And now Jeff G. Bailey taking his shots as predicted.
Jeff G. Bailey awfully proud of his latest hire, Jeremy V. Kind of hard to believe we're talking Jeff G. Bailey and Jeremy V in the same breath. It's a different man. He shares the same name as the Jeremy V of old, but that's it. That's it.
Certainly not. And there you see slamming the head of Brandon P. onto the ring barricade.
Speedy Nelson imploring V to get Brandon P. back in the ring. But P is fighting back, but there's a lot of damage has been done by both V and Bailey. Boy, a choke from Jeremy V. Imagine that. Imagine that. Jeremy V with a chokehold.
Never thought I'd see that in a million years, but our eyes don't deceive us, fans. That is occurring right before your eyes. Big, nasty forearm shot from V. The World TV Champion closing in on his former partner.
And V risking disqualification, all just to get some more humiliation in on his former tag team partner. I think both V and to an extent Brandon P are somewhat happy that Todd Sexton is not part of the trio here. Boy, P is fighting back. Slaps and forearms and fists. The champion is being rocked.
Well, shoulder first he goes.
Just like that, it all changes.
Brandon P. in a world of hurt now, and again a second time. And Jeremy V really taking a low blow there, in my opinion, because we all know the problems that Brandon P has had with his shoulder. A separation kept him out of action for many months, and it's not like it's an injury that's just gone away. It's one of those reoccurring sports injuries. There's a 2 count.
No, shoulder injuries never really go away. And ask any athlete, and Brandon P is one of the best ones here at NWA Wildside. That's going to be something he'll be facing the rest of his life, and unfortunately, all of his opponents know it firsthand. Boy, Jeremy V, the transformation is remarkable indeed. In a sport where such transformations happen with fair regularity, this is one of the biggest eyebrow raises we've ever had here.
Off the ropes he goes, inverted atomic drop attempt failed. And thwarted by Brandon P. clothesline. And now he's got his effort here. Hand is opening.
But P needs to get a hell of a lot more air in those lungs of his. Because Jeremy V means business. And to keep that World TV title at all costs, Jeff G. Bailey's here to make sure that takes place.
Oh, come on.
Nice strategy that is. And that accomplishes what exactly? It gives Brandon P ample time to kick out of a pin attempt.
And Brandon P does just that, Steve, on 2 occasions there, showing that he's got gas left in the tank.
Yeah. How much more there will be at this stage is anyone's guess. But V is trying to be as ruthless as possible. If he can keep the focus on his opponent, that P is fighting back. And Jeff G. Bailey admonishing Speedy Nelson for calling that fist. Oh, beautiful dropkick. He hasn't forgotten that one.
2 count again. And you can see a little frustration building in V. I think he thought his former tag team partner would be a walk in the park. Maybe he's believing some of those lies that Jeff G. Bailey told him.
Come on, Jeremy V should know firsthand how tough Brandon P is.
That his former tag team partner was not the one that was carrying the workload, according to Jeremy V and Jeff G. Bailey, which we know is an absolute lie. 2 count again. And may I remind you that Brandon P was tag team champion well before Jeremy V even became a breakout star in NWA Wildside with Future Shot. Oh, there's the VKO. May have done its trick. Jeremy V talking trash as P stumbles out with a clothesline. 2 count. P kicks out again.
Hard to believe that Jeremy V is even capable of talking trash, much less becoming the athlete, the competitor that we see before us here today. But Jeremy V not used to getting all this abuse from the crowd. I'm sure there's more where that came from there, pal. And Jeremy V making his way up to the top turnbuckle, going about it rather slowly. Bit of a tactical error. Brandon P is happy to capitalize. Make sure V goes nowhere but down, crotch first, on that top turnbuckle.
Well, if there has ever been an opening in this matchup for Brandon P to gain an advantage and a second win, let's hope he's got it now, because he's got Jeremy V where he wants him crouched on that top rope. V shoves him off, though. There you see P still willing to fight up.
But some balance issues here as Brandon P grasping hold of Jeremy V. Good heavens.
Head and arm suplex from the top rope.
Remarkable feat of strength from Brandon P., the challenger to the World TV Championship. Is P in any shape to even attempt a pick cover on V, and V very smartly rolling towards the ropes. Good strategy. He's probably being yelled at that on that premise by Jeff G. Bailey at ringside.
V charges, V out of the way. P duck of a clothesline, big clothesline of his own.
V wishing he could have ducked that one. Practically caved in his chest. Boy, P unloading a big slapper right across the chest of V.
Big spinning back elbow.
Elbow definitely hit its target, and the World TV Champion is being rocked by Brandon P.
Look at the power of the challenger, big gorilla press.
Good attempt for PV, once again able to kick out. I'll tell you, if Brandon P is able to keep this momentum going, we have a new World TV Champion tonight, no doubt.
Well, he's really showing a lot of firepower here, and he's showing that he can get the number of Jeremy V.
Well, he knows it better than anyone else, I would think.
Former tag team champions together, former best friends.
Of course, the number of Jeremy V is a little different number of light.
Big face buster by Brandon P.
Brandon P adopting really well to the new technique on Jeff G. Bailey heading up to the apron. Oh, good heavens.
P going for the drop zone, but he's not going to get it with Bailey on the apron, distracting him. Wait a minute, V with a roll-up. Handful of tights, and he got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, and still NWA World Television Champion, Jeremy V.
With a handful of tight, I think it's precisely the way the Lost Boys want it. What a treat it is to see the Lost Boys as a collective unit after a seemingly interminable amount of time apart with different priorities, different focuses.
And here we go, fans. No disqualification. The return for the first time in a damn long time to the Wildside ring. Are the Lost Boys in active competition? And here we go. This one's going to be all over the place.
Oh! And AZRAEL kicking one through the goalpost. Oh, Lord, another one. And Adrian sending Gabriel, perhaps through the table. Gabriel able to slither out of that one, thank heavens.
Knees to the face. Big forearm shot there by Altar Boy Luke. Adrian and Gabriel brawling on the outside. Throws Gabriel into the ring.
And the two former members of the God Squad now on opposite sides of the ring. Never would have ever imagined that. Michael Adrian just vaulting Altar Boy Luke onto the fallen body of Gabriel. Still not enough for a 3 count, however. And how about the chemistry between Michael Adrian and Altar Boy Luke? That's remarkable indeed. The Lost Boys apparently have never lost that chemistry, despite the amount of time apart. But the one-man mafia has got plenty diabolical plans on Gabriel.
The big monster Adrian standing 6'6". And you see the raw power with an over-the-shoulder backbreaker onto Gabriel. The Archangels in some trouble here.
That is one-man mafia Michael Adrian with a pin attempt as Gabriel going to get one of those long legs on that bottom rope. Whew. Hardcore Hell 2005. Just one of many main event caliber matches throughout this incredible Hardcore Hell Wildside home video. And Altar Boy Luke once again meeting his former tag team partner. Now, I thought those two were going to be inseparable for life. And now Altar Boy Luke wants to end the life of Gabriel.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
The return we saw of Altar Boy Luke standing in the ring with the Lost Boys. Looked like Bailey was finally about to get his for good. And didn't turn out that way, unfortunately.
No, it certainly did not.
Altar Boy Luke was the plan that Jeff G. Bailey had alluded to. And he charges in the corner, Gabriel out of the way, and Luke lands on his head. And you can see the concerned look of Bailey on.
You know, I think of all these transformations, the rest of the Lost Boys now double teaming on Altar Boy Luke. Hold up, not good news for the Altar Boy. Oh boy.
The Lost Boys invented double team maneuvers like we've never seen here in Wildside, Steve.
Yeah, that they have. You know, interestingly, I think the reason for a lot of these transformations of late with Jeremy V and Altar Boy Luke, to a pair of thunderous chops from, oh my goodness.
AZRAEL charging with the flashing Zodiac. Bailey scouted that move and had him out of the way.
Yeah, he's seen that once or twice.
Spin kick by Altar Boy Luke. And a baseball slide to the face of AZRAEL.
You know, I think the inspiration behind all this is, if you forgive me, is Al GETZ. Because Al GETZ was the juggernaut of late. Boy, I think Jeff G. Bailey had to do that house cleaning, that vacation. Good heavens!
Double underhook suplex into the turnbuckle. Could be all for AZRAEL, but no. His sibling Gabriel in there to break it up. Drop of the elbow by Adrian.
Guess you can't work for Jeff G. Bailey without choking your opponent out. And AZRAEL falling on the floor of the NWA arena. Now the Altar Boy Luke.
It's a no disqualification match. What the hell does it matter?
That's true. I guess old habits die hard.
Makes me wonder if Thomas is back on the elite payroll.
I don't know.
He's counting to 5. What the hell are you going to disqualify him for?
Like one of old habits for him, I guess, as well. Got him as Andrew Thomas, who insisted that table stay at ringside, the table that the Lost Boys brought here tonight. Oh, and a charging one-man mafia, and the Angel of Death is practically doubled over in pain.
Dug of the clothesline by AZRAEL. He charges. Meets face first, an Adrian elbow, and there's the big boot.
Oh, that big size 14 right in the face of the Angel of Death. Jeff G. Bailey imploring Adrian to get back on AZRAEL. Give the Angel of Death no time to recuperate. But after that big boot, it'll take a hell of a lot of time for that. Oh, make that a pair of big boots. Jeff Bailey telling Adrian to stay on Azrael like a bad suit. And Azrael wants more. He wants more.
Charging the boot. No such luck for Adrian.
And all Adrian connected with was that top rope right across the nads. In comes the Archangel Gabriel, stopping a charging altar boy Luke dead in his tracks.
Gabriel in the ring, lightning shooting out his ass. Grabs the side headlock, pounds Luke. And there they go, the time warp.
Flipping over altar boy Luke into next week. Adrian sending Azrael into the security railing and a backsplash from the Archangel.
And the big boot again.
Adrian's getting a lot of mileage out of that boot tonight. It's causing damage aplenty. And apparently that table is now being brought up apparently into the ring. Am I reading this right? At the behest of the one-man mafia? As Luke and Gabriel duke it out.
Altar boy Luke sent crashing into the barricade at warp speed. And Adrian setting up this table in the ring. Foreboding to say the least.
That table most precariously across the top turnbuckle. And Michael Adrian has nothing good planned for either Azrael or said table.
Goes for the assisted suicide. Azrael gets out. Double team, jumping over the back, kick to the head. As only the Lost Boys can do it. Well, looks like we're gonna see a 6'6" Ted Bundy.
Remarkable. Oh boy, 2.95.
Altar boy Luke has been excommunicated from the church and from any other affiliation he might have had with the Lost Boys right there.
He's being treated like a Catholic priest would do an altar boy, as now Gabriel is sending his own tag team partner in, unfortunately into a waiting elbow for Michael Adrian. Ooh, swift kick across the head certainly gives the one-man mafia something to think about.
And the head sandwich. Lost Boys, whoa, looking poised, but Altar boy Luke, quick to take out the Angel of Death, Azrael.
The brains of Michael Adrian seem to be permanently scrambled after that head sandwich, as the Archangel Gabriel now grabbing a pair of chairs. Like that table isn't ominous enough. Gabriel putting chairs on the fallen body of Michael Adrian. You don't see that body falling too often, that's for sure. What Gabriel has planned for Michael Adrian with those chairs. Uh-oh. This does not look promising for Adrian. Jeff G. Bailey is staining his shorts even as we speak.
Double stop off the top through the table. The giant has been slain.
It's no disqualification. Leniency rules the day, and apparently plenty of violence, and now a broken table across the back of Michael Adrian, in addition to steel chairs. Good heavens, that is definitely the end of the game there too. But Jeff G. Bailey ensures that the leg of Michael Adrian is under that bottom rope. Very, very clever and crafty.
Very questionable. Yeah. Very questionable.
Well, regardless, Jeff Bailey taking the no disqualification thing to his own advantage too, as Gabriel leaves the arena.
Well, God knows what sort of devious plan that Gabriel has when he goes to the back. He's not running, I can assure you that.
I'm sure he's not. And Azrael opening up on altar boy Luke. Let's bring that table number 2. Since we got a little motif developing here tonight. And Baltimore Luke now adjusting the security railing. I sure hope it's secure tonight. Placing the table. Well, this sure reminds me of the days in the old bingo hall. Good, Baltimore Luke had just clocked AZRAEL with the bell ringer.
And that's a wrench, folks. Not good. But Gabriel has the one-man mafia in position. So you're gonna try to suplex him, he'll break his back.
Well, and Adrian wants anything but. And Adrian has now got Gabriel. Gabriel having to slither on out.
Now AZRAEL, as he fires on the face of Baltimore Luke on the outside, in to help Gabriel.
Both the Lost Boys putting Michael Adrian up in the top turnbuckle. Most unusual position for the one-man mafia, that's for sure.
The Lost Boys perched up, going for the unholy roller. No! Altar Boy Luke incapacitates AZRAEL. Adrian power bombs Gabriel off the top. Release power bomb. And Altar Boy Luke with the guillotine leg drop, the angelic jam. No!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest, the team of Luke and Michael Adrian.
Teaming for the get together for the first time, and they hit pay dirt against a rejuvenated and regrouped Lost Boys. All the more remarkable effort indeed, as the Lost Boys had the momentum. First time ever teaming of Luke and Michael Adrian, at one time bitter enemies with each other. But the chemistry is here tonight, guided by Jeff G. Bailey, and all the problems that Bailey has had over the last 6 months with the Al GETZ Enterprise and juggernaut going on. Things seem to be changing. The picture is entirely altering. I tell you, things are really moving rapidly here at NWA Wildside, and they're still going at it in the ring.
Well, if we know the Lost Boys, we know that this is far from over. And I believe we've only seen the beginning of what could be a lot of bloodshed to come in the NWA arena.
No doubt, there's been plenty already. But even the return of the Lost Boys cannot stop Michael Adrian and Altar Boy Luke being victorious here at Hardcore Hell 2005.
Switch the meaning of pain, the way that I want you to die. Slow down, limits decay, strengthen the swift view of your life. Stop the cattle you run, swift up, you're not one. God run for the angel of death, forward and down the mother die. Angel of death, modern to the kingdom of the dead. This surgeon of demise, Satanist of the noblest blood, destroy without mercy defenders of the Aryan race. Surgery with no anesthesia, feel the night miss you intensely. Good and fury, know you're not, they're not screaming out to die. Legion of death, modern to the kingdom of the dead. Zipperman, Butcher, Angel of Death!
Take your deal, Ace Rockwell, the Sugar Sean Tippers, Pop and Circumstance.
And coming in from the front door, I think anybody from Blue entrance. And the tag team champions, Pomp and Circumstance, opening up on Iceberg. And Tank then hurled out on the floor. Boy, they're doubling up on Iceberg, and the only way to get Iceberg down, it's going to take a doubling up, tripling up, quadrupling up. And boy, the tag team champions, and I can't believe that this team, its Pomp and Circumstance, are precisely the team that beat Tank and Iceberg for the titles. As incredible as that sounds, the Pomp and Circumstance are certainly no slouch in the tag team ranks, but we're talking Tank and Iceberg here. Two incredibly massive and vicious forces. And Ace Rockwell, Sugar Sean Tempers now doubling up on Iceberg. Seeing Iceberg being treated and manhandled like this is rare and unique indeed. And both Rockwell and Tempers are ensuring that Tank is tapped out of the picture entirely. Doubling up, it's going to take a double team. It's going to take constant double teaming in order to take out Tank and Iceberg and to hang on to those tag team titles. And yes, that seems to be the onus here on the part of Pomp and Circumstance. And Tank makes sure that Pomp and Circumstance do not flip himself back in the tag bait. Tank sends the tag team champions hurtling over that top rope. Ace Rockwell trying to get some breath back into his lungs, crawling back into the ring, says Iceberg waking like the sleeping giant that he is. And a forearm shot from the seven-figure deal.
Tank's already busted open. Iceberg charges the corner.
Oh, and Iceberg has got Ace Rockwell. Oh, a balancing act. Ooh. But first. And Tank requests a chair. Fans are happy to respond in kind with one.
Well, as always, the Wildside Tag Team title's on the line here. Pomp and Circumstance got a lot of receipts coming their way, especially after the underhanded way they took the titles from Tank and Iceberg.
And Iceberg purchased that chair, right between the second and third turnbuckle. Things do not look promising for the seven-figure deal. Head first, right into the chair. And the tag team champions are not looking quite champion-like at the moment. Tank and Iceberg took that loss for those tag team titles most personally. The number of teams that have defeated Tank and Iceberg have been rare and few indeed.
And Pomp and Circumstance have accomplished defeat by adding themselves to that list, make no mistake about it. But now, in a format such as this, they've got to reap what they've sown. And the reapers are none other than Tank and Iceberg, for God's sake.
Yeah, Green Reapers, if you ask me. Particularly grim if you're Al Getz, and Al Getz can't believe what has happened to his tag team champions, already on the receiving end of some serious abuse from Tank and Iceberg, having dished out more than a little themselves with a very clever entrance.
Tank now in control of the Sugar Sean Tempers. Leg overs, got him locked in the grapevine there, calling for the assistance of Iceberg. And Rockwell kicks Tank in the face, fighting back intently. And Iceberg just lighting up Ace Rockwell in the corner.
Tank won't be oh my Lord!
Sean Tempers may be history after that. I don't think I've ever seen a skull driven into steel so hard.
Well, his face is certainly history. Hope he knows a good plastic surgeon. We'll need one after this. Rockwell, despite being cut open himself, he's fighting back with all he's worth. But the power of Tank is just too damn much.
Tempers dazed and out of it. Just simply trying to get his bearings. He's busted open as well. And a sickening chair shot.
The brain cell count on both members of Pomp and Circumstance has got to be in single digit at this rate. And Shawn Tempers, I think that Ace Rockwell taking the throat of the strong style Psycho across that second rope. One of the few breaks that the Pomp and Circumstance have found accorded to them in the past couple of minutes of this matchup. Blood is already spilling with 3 of the 4 competitors.
And Rockwell fighting his heart out against Tank. Unfortunately, in a brawl, 120% of Ace Rockwell is just not going to be able to physically match up with the strong style Psycho.
And I think that Onslaught just managed to wake up Tank a little. Ace Rockwell feels indestructible. Good heavens, but a big boot from Tank makes sure that Ace Rockwell is anything but. Blood is already spilling over the floor in the ring here at the NWA Arena at Hardcore Hell 2005. Ooh, a clothesline for the ages.
Clotheslines Rockwell.
And right out of his boots.
Into 2008.
That'll be Hardcore Hell 2008. I'll be there. Ace Rockwell looking for the tagging hands of his tag team partner. Unfortunately, he ain't going to find it in that corner. Here comes the No Pain Train. And considering the state that the tag team champions, Pomp and Circumstance, are in right now, things are definitely going the way of Tank and Iceberg. And oh dear, here comes some furniture. Ooh! Baseball slide into the chair, into the nads of the 7-figure deal, who's now down to 3 figures.
Rockwell's been neutered, and Tempers is in trouble in the corner. Rockwell bleeding pretty badly, and Iceberg in control here. The No Pain Train. Planning Rockwell, using actually a slingshot into a gourd buster.
And the mighty Iceberg. And apparently thought that you would think that Rockwell would have been down for the 3 count. Then Iceberg would not allow the count to continue. Hope that doesn't come back and haunt him later on in this matchup.
Iceberg! There's the ground zero splash! And it took the assistance of Shawn Tempers.
And Shawn Tempers tags himself in. Strange choice of what to do here at this moment as he's being waylaid by the strong style Psycho Tank. Opening up on the forehead, what's left of it, of Shawn Tempers. Ooh! Knees first, right into the face of Sugar Shawn Tempers.
Good God, there's not going to be anything left. Shawn Tempers may be leaving here in an ambulance.
That we won't be able to recognize him. He's going to have to wear name tags for the next few months. No one's going to recognize this guy if Tank and Iceberg continue to have their way.
An Iceberg with a 600-pound diving headbutt.
That head weighs 100 pounds by itself.
Good God, Tempers is out of this match. Big missile drop kick from Rockwell.
And it barely even phased Tank. Boy, Tank has got to focus on Pomp and Circumstance and perhaps those Wildside tag team titles. Ace Rockwell completely on Wobbly Street. I think he's about to go into the next block in this Wobbly Street neighborhood.
Slice and Iceberg, no. Tempers breaks it up. Lewis with the chair shot. The same thing that happened last time. I think this time it just woke up Iceberg.
Jeff Lewis, also of GETZ Enterprises. Realizing, oh, good heavens, look who's here! It's white trash! It's white trash! Back for the second night. Jeff Lewis. Jeff Lewis was 25.
600 pounds off the top. White trash assists. And this one's history.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest and new NWA Wildside Tag Team Champions, Tank and Iceberg.
It's all right. Look, this is just a minor setback, Ace. In the grand scheme of things, we've got them right where we want them. We've lulled them into a false sense of security. And I'll tell you what, they're so confident right now that they'll probably grant you guys a rematch, no problem at all. And when that happens, to-cow, we take them down and we get your belts back. Do you hear that, Tank, Iceberg? Those belts around your waist, well, they don't fit around your waist, let's be honest. Around your arms, those belong to Pomp and Circumstance. And I don't care if you bring back white trash or anyone else, because this is just the beginning. This isn't the end, Tank. For 18 months, you've been a thorn in my side, and I will not rest until you are gone and those belts are back where they belong. So look at these guys. These men right here. You're looking at champions. That's a champion, and that's a champion, and Jeff Lewis is a champion too. And I'm sick and tired of you, Tank. I'm sick and tired of you messing everything up for me. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to end this feud once and for all. It's all right, Ace. We'll get those titles back. We'll get a rematch. And you got it, baby. You're number.
You can go ahead and cut the cameras off. I know it was done last night. But I got something I want to say. About Bill Bearings. I've been in the business for 9 years. I spent the first 3 in shitholes, making $5, maybe a shirt and a hot dog if I was lucky. But it was Bill Bearings who saw something in a fat-ass, bald guy named Tank and wanted to give me a shot. So Bill Bearings, if it wasn't for you, yeah, bring your old ass out here. You know I mess with you all the time. I know Iceberg feels the same way. If it wasn't for him, there would be no Tank. There would be no Iceberg. I know I'm a big pussy. That's okay, though, isn't it? But I had to get it done, Bill Bearings. We love you. Thank you very much. Like I said, if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a me. There wouldn't be an Iceberg. Wouldn't be a white trash. This place wouldn't exist. All the names that have been through, AJ Styles, David Young, Rick Michaels, Jeff G. Bailey, even though he's a dickhead. And I got a soft spot in my heart for him, though. I just wanted to say, I love all of you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
You almost heard Iceberg talk. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Wildside Tag Team Champions, Iceberg and Tank.
good to see the Italian monster back in a Wildside ring. This guy's gone through a lot of soul searching in the last few years. A lot of times he questioned his own ability and questioned what he was destined to be here for. But tonight, I'm very glad to see that at least for Hardcore Hell 2005, he's destined to be inside that square circle where he belongs, because Tony Mamaluke is one of the greatest mat wrestlers I've ever had the privilege of watching in the ring. And that's where it brings us tonight, really. It's what brings us here. Todd Sexton, with his enormous ego, dropped a chance at the World TV title earlier tonight, because the man with the most decorated technical wrestling record in Wildside history, Tony Mamaluke, was without an opponent. And it could not be stood in the head of Todd Sexton that there was a man that might be better than him. So tonight, he's going to try to prove him wrong. He's got to be the best.
And he took out his World TV title shot in order to prove it. So strange things that go on in the skull of Todd Sexton. But perhaps that Tony Mamaluke, not being quite as active as we pointed out for a number of times, perhaps is there ring rust in Tony Mamaluke? We're about to find out in a not too subtle way.
We shall see.
As Tony Mamaluke also in demand with our friends over at WWE for the ECW One Night Out. Coming up later on this summer of 2005.
See him reunited with his former World Tag Team Championship partner, Little Guido.
James Maritato.
So it should be a very interesting night. Be sure you support Tony Mamaluke and tune into that. Side headlock applied there. Reversal air into a head scissors by Mamaluke. He's got it cinched in, takes the arm, 2 count.
Well, if there's any ring rust, and Tony Mamaluke doesn't seem to be evident here. The man has such pride in his work ethic and how he presents himself and what he has accomplished in his career from day one through today, March 26, 2005, as we tape this here at Hardcore Hell. And interestingly, we passed on this notion earlier on, but Todd Sexton actually shooed Al GETZ away. Good heavens. I felt the earth move. And Tony Mamaluke dropped toe holding Todd Sexton. And Mamaluke not going for any quick pin attempt, obviously at all. The key to wearing down Todd Sexton is the only way you're going to emerge victorious in this matchup. Quite a test for Mamaluke, as it is quite a test for Sexton. And the leg power of Mamaluke sending Sexton hurtling to the mat. Look at Mamaluke. When was the last time you saw Tony Mamaluke smile?
It's been a long time,
has to
a real long time.
Mamaluke is in his element here. Taking the left arm of Sexton and just forcing him to the mat. The focus of Mamaluke is clearly on the left arm of the technician, Todd Sexton.
And a top wrist lock applied there. Hammerlock counter by Sexton. Trying to match Mamaluke hold for hold. Drop toe hold there.
This style of wrestling happily is you're seeing it more and more throughout the United States. Our friends over at Ring of Honor obviously keeping this style going. We like to think we're doing our part here at NWA Wildside as well.
Well, what you look at here, Steve, is the fundamentals and the roots of pro wrestling. You know, back in the old days, back before the beginning of time even, man either ran for his life, swam for his life, or fought for his life. And pro wrestling, just the basic pure wrestling on the mat is what we do in its most pure form. And it is great to see that as wildly as it has evolved these days. You really do get a cast of different characters, so to speak. But to see guys like this really put on a clinic is an art.
Yeah. A cast is a good way of putting it, but this is a different kind of a cast entirely. A different kind of a style of pro wrestling. I guess it goes back a hell of a lot further than the days of hardcore wrestling, and more of late, you know, with your assorted tables and chairs and incredible feats of daring do off the top turnbuckle and jumping off of balconies, whatever. As incredible and exciting as it is, unless you have your wrestling smarts, I'm sorry, pal, you're nothing. You're nothing. You have to have the goods. These guys have it in spades. Tony Mamaluke and Todd Sexton here at Hardcore Hell 2005.
Now Sexton back to his feet. Both men applying their best mat game here, and neither man is able to yet gain a succinct advantage.
And Sexton taking the break and taking an opportunity for a charging shoulder. And Mamaluke goes sailing into the turnbuckle. And Mamaluke out of the way as Sexton goes hurtling that left shoulder into that iron post. Ooh! Picture perfect drop kick right into that shoulder.
Mamaluke now going to the top. Measuring Sexton. Off the top rope. Single arm DDT, hammerlock in a bridge. And the Italian monster showing the technician a thing or two.
He hasn't lost a step. Tony Mamaluke has not lost a step at all. Probably to the surprise of Sexton, who's kind of hoping for some of that ring rust to be evident here tonight, and none's apparent.
Off the ropes he goes, shoulder tackle, down goes Sexton, lateral press, 1 count.
And Mamaluke showing he's more than technically sound, which has got to be getting the goat of Todd Sexton, who prides himself on being the technician of NWA Wildside. It's kind of difficult to do that when Tony Mamaluke shares the same roof.
Mamaluke has the head, or the arm scissors rather, locked in deep on the arm that he's been applying pressure on. You see Sexton has gained the momentum favor. Mamaluke is hanging on to the hold despite being thrown in midair and across the top rope. There's a nice counter out by Sexton. And it's going to bide him a little time here, especially after all that attack, the arm that was distributed by Tony Mamaluke.
Good Lord! Sexton sent Tony Mamaluke hailing head first into the security railing off the apron. When Mamaluke was going at the 10+ miles an hour.
He literally launched him off the apron. Mamaluke took a hard header into the barricade.
There's no way Mamaluke is going to be able to beat the 10 count getting back into the ring. And Sexton just drop kicks the stairs into the legs of Mamaluke. Looks like the mat-based attack of earlier part of this match has all been for naught, as Sexton taking a different tack entirely.
You know, it's funny that
Lord.
Sexton takes this match so he can claim the throne of the best technical wrestler. Well, tell me how in the hell that's technical. Driving the knee of the man onto the concrete ring steps, far from technical. And
Right.
now even if he wins the match, his claim, it's completely invalid now.
Dragon, you're trying to justify the actions of Todd Sexton? Let's give up on that one. All we can do is call the action. It's remarkable. Oh, the Dragon screw leg whip on Tony Mamaluke, and here comes sharpshooter time. And with all the damage that has been done to the legs of Mamaluke, this is bad news indeed for the Italian monster. Oh no, there's plenty of leg power left in Mamaluke after all.
Well, you can see him favoring the left knee, but he goes off the ropes here. Washes the face of Sexton with his foot. Sends the former world television champion hard to the outside.
Mamaluke not putting any weight at all on that left leg. The damage has been done by the technician. But Todd Sexton now feeling plenty of punishment himself. Oh, a super kick right on the money. And a convincing kick out by Mamaluke. Remarkable.
Big sweet chin music. Of course, Sexton always throws that out there as a tribute to the man that trained him, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I don't think Todd Sexton wants to give a tribute to anybody other than him. Todd Sexton's all about Todd Sexton.
And a big tornado DDT and a roll through. The Italian sleeper has been cinched.
Referee Andrew Thomas seeing if Todd Sexton is tapping. No, Sexton indeed just puts Tony Mamaluke on that top turnbuckle.
And he hangs on.
Mamaluke is hanging on to Todd Sexton, who is already standing in a vertical base. Sexton can't get rid of Mamaluke, and that's one way of doing it. Oh my.
Tony Mamaluke sent ass over tea kettle into the turnbuckle.
And apparently Mamaluke well softened up now in his sharpshooter time. Andrew Thomas in to see Tony Mamaluke. If he is going to concede, will Tony Mamaluke tap to the sharpshooter by Todd Sexton? Ring position wise, things don't look too good. Hold up, Mamaluke able to inch his way to the bottom rope, and that was his sole salvation.
And now, Thomas did not confirm that he had firm control and an advantage of the bottom turnbuckle. Therefore, the hold was not broken. Mamaluke refusing to tap, but Sexton really putting the pressure on. Wait a minute. Mamaluke slithering out of the main pressure point of the hold. And now takes Sexton down. And he's got a counter of his own here.
Mamaluke thinking on his feet, what is left of his legs.
The spaghetti bender. And again, Sexton did not have firm control. Therefore, the break is not counted in that situation, and Sexton's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I have no idea what you can counter with in that. Hopefully Todd Sexton knows. No, Todd Sexton has just tapped out to the Italian monster, Tony Mamaluke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Tony Mamaluke.
What a tremendous return to form by Tony Mamaluke, getting back in the pro wrestling game and defeating the technician, Todd Sexton, in the attempt at Hardcore Hell. Incredible and remarkable. You're back, Tony. Oh, check
What
this.
the hell is this? Tony Stradlin?
Tony Stradlin, former tag team partner of Todd Sexton. The return of TNT, apparently not. I mean, Tony Stradlin went immediately to Tony Mamaluke. You would think be doing something at Sexton's behest.
Double super kick. Not TNT. Reunited. One of the greatest tag teams in Wildside history are beating up Tony Mamaluke. This is surreal.
Whatever respect Todd Sexton had for Tony Mamaluke.
It's the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got an announcement to make. I'm getting some over the headset. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just have been handed an announcement to make that due to the situation that just occurred, next Saturday night, right here in the NWA Arena, national television taping, there's going to be a rematch and one more chapter opening that book again in the greatest tag team rivalry in Wildside history. The Lost Boys will face TNT next week.
Bit of a time warp there. Here it is, 2005. And Tony Stradlin and Todd Sexton re-teaming to face the Lost Boys. Also recently regrouped here as well. And guess Todd Sexton taking his loss to Tony Mamaluke here at Hardcore Hell. Most unfortunately, however, re-teaming with Tony Stradlin. It's definitely a new page in the career of Sexton. TNT and the Lost Boys. Who'd have thunk it?
What you
Amazing.
saw tonight was the rebirth of a dynasty. The single greatest tag team to ever come through Wildside. The only 3-time tag team champions. The only team to defeat every single tag team we've been in the ring with. The technician, Todd Sexton. WWE superstar, Tony Stradlin. TNT. First things first. Tony Mama Luke. You made me tap out at hardcore hell. You know what? I'm not embarrassed. There's no shame at all at tapping out to somebody of your magnitude. I have nothing but respect for you. We just wanted to have a little fun afterwards. And then the Lost Boys. Lost Boys.
You know what? You know, I used to live my life through the Lost Boys, bitter about an injury that you gave me 3 years ago. But you know something, where I stand today with WWE, personally, neither of you are worth it. You know, you're nothing but small potatoes to me. But before I start my superstar career on Monday nights, I gotta put a stamp on this. You know, I haven't seen my best friend Todd in over 3 years. And all we want to do is have a little fun in the ring. But you know something, Lost Boys? You had to interfere. You see, no one interrupts when TNT's trying to have some fun. Because you forget that we're from the Academy. It's expected.
Lost Boys, one more round. One more round.
You know, I know Sal RINAURO, practically idolized most every member of Suicidal Tendencies. He's got to be both in awe and crapping his britches all at the same time.
I'm in awe. Suicidal Tendencies. 3 of the 4 originals. The original supergroup in NWA Wildside. And if the 3 guys who totally rule think they're going to be able to take out this threesome,
I think they're sorely mistaken. Yeah, you're right.
they got a long night ahead of them.
I dare say. I hope it's a long match. Look for one of those treats throughout my life to call again a Suicidal Tendencies match. And all at the expense of the guys who totally rule, and hopefully as Sal sees most of the punishment. Although the numbers game, no matter if you want to call it algebra, that's no mistaking. With precious Patrick Bentley hanging around in the ringside is not going to be good news for Suicidal Tendencies, but the Tendencies is a team that the guys who totally rule had no way of anticipating.
And look, Mike Posey already found a chain on Jimmy Rave.
What's Jimmy Rave doing with a chain? How did he get through the metal detectors here at the NWA Arena? What on earth? Referee Mike Posey's finding a veritable hardware store within the garments of Jimmy Rave. Both RINAURO and Seth, what on earth is this? Brass knucks too?
Those are the same brass knucks that came into play on Wildside Television just a couple of weeks ago.
I thought an international superstar didn't need brass knucks and chains. What on earth is this?
It's a suck! I knew he was stuffing! Not that I was looking or anything.
I'm not calling that. Why would he do that? And why would Posey call it? So regardless, let's not examine this phenomenon too much more. And Jimmy Rave does not like to have his manhood laughed at, despite the fact apparently it's a sock. This just in, Jimmy Rave's manhood is a sock. Apparently Rave has been convinced to participate in this matchup after all. Hopefully the blow to his manhood, what's left of it, will withstand the pressure.
We'll see what happens, huh?
All that Adam Jacobs seeing Wildside action after an absence of, many, many months.
Drop toe hold by Adam Jacobs. Floats over into a front chancery. Amazing. I'm still stunned. Suicidal tendencies back in a Wildside ring. A lot of people said that would never, ever, ever happen.
Considering the short tempers and let's call a spade here, the head cases that have been part of suicidal tendencies over the years, it's remarkable that they can see fit to get together once again to face a common enemy, namely the guys who totally rule. And suicidal tendencies totally ruled the tag team scene here at Wildside, many years.
Jacobs up and over, shoots Jimmy Rave into the ropes, goes for a roll-up. Rave hangs on, boot to the midsection, off the ropes, reversal. There's press by Jacobs and pounding on the head of Rave.
And Rave heading to the wrong corner and getting tagged by both Phoenix and Jason Cross. And cool Seth, the ladies man, meets up with the returning Jason Cross. I thought I'd never utter the words Jason Cross again.
Like I said, I'm speechless.
One of life's many wonders, regardless. Cross's pedigree and the gifts he brings to the pro wrestling ring. He's almost without peer in this business.
And don't forget the cloud of controversy that follows the man wherever he goes. He seems to be a magnet for that sort of thing. But that is also part of his appeal, apparently. Well, Cross with a sunset roll through there. Leapfrog by Sutton. No, taking him all the way around. Arm drag takeover by Delay. Arm drag takeover by Cross. Goes for an arm drag, block, double punch. Off the ropes he goes, spins around, goes for the head scissors. Cross catches him. Michinoku driver. Off the ropes he comes. Running shooting star.
Boy, Jason Cross, definitely a man on a mission, and Cool Seth wants nothing of said mission. In comes the most annoying creatures on the planet, Salvatore Rinaro, requesting John Phoenix.
And look at this is very interesting, Steve. The man that trained Sal Rinaro professionally, and Sal called him out.
Teacher and student, huh? Kind of hard to believe Salvatore Rinaro being a student of anything. I mean, John Phoenix is a bit of a cocky guy in his time, I'm not mistaken, but whatever he can do to silence Salvatore Rinaro just for a minute, it'd be time well spent, wouldn't it? What does this HBQ mean? I have no idea.
Well, Phoenix goes for the lightning kick there. Rinaro grabs the ropes. High back body drop.
I think Sal got a nosebleed up there. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of nose.
Phoenix forcing Sal to tag out to Delay. Phoenix placing Delay right in the suicidal tendencies corner. And the head of Rinaro into Delay's crotch. And I have a feeling that's not the first time it's been there.
Thanks for the update. Sal's instincts are getting the better of him. That was a really weird segment.
And Jason Cross.
Salvatore Rinaro just got a bustle in his hedgerow thanks to suicidal tendencies and the head of Cool Seth, the ladies man. Some ladies man, eh? And the guys who totally rule licking their wounds. Let me rephrase that. And suicidal tendencies threaten a dive over the top rope, and the guys who totally rule totally scatter.
Attempted a triple torpedo there, but no luck.
No more torpedoes for the guys who totally rule. Cool Seth needs some cooling down in the nether regions. Boy, DeLay, he is hot.
Well, he was, quite frankly, embarrassed right in front of everyone there, and now goes to the rake of the eyes with a cheap shot.
Cool Seth doing what he can to keep John Phoenix at bay. And the leg tag. And Mike Posey, who has seen more than a few problems with the guys who totally rule.
Double hip toss, double fist drop by Jacobs and Phoenix, former Wildside tag team champions themselves. Scooping a slam by all that. Adam Jacobs, big forearm across the throat.
It's good to have a referee like Mike Posey making sure that none of that shenanigans from the guys who totally rule are in place here tonight. Fans want to see an exciting matchup with the return of Suicidal Tendencies.
And the Suicidal Guillotine.
And Sal in to break that pin attempt even before the first count.
Well, we know the history that Mike Posey has with the three guys that totally rule. What we've seen in the ring.
Oh, that's right. We've seen Mike Posey in the ring against the former Zero X.
It looks like he's playing a little bit of favoritism in this match, but you have to understand, this guy's been screwed over so many times by three guys who totally rule. It has to be sweet retribution.
Well, the matchmakers of Wildside believe that Mike Posey's the man for this matchup. He needs to get some law and order here. That's what we need, considering the characters involved, no doubt.
Off the ropes, Rave goes up and over, but Rave lands on his feet. Hooks Jason Cross, side Russian leg sweep, locks the leg, and has Cross tied up in a world of punishment.
He's hooking the mouth. And Cross is firing back by biting the fingers of Rave. Not quite Greco-Roman, but it certainly is effective.
Well, the tendencies were never orthodox.
Yeah, no argument here. Rave is counting his fingers, make sure he still has 10. Oh, I think he's gotten to 9.
Thumb to the eye by Rave sends Phoenix into the three guys corner.
But Phoenix manages to fight on back, even though in an unfamiliar territory, an unfriendly territory.
Nagasa Teru. The three guys, double gut buster. That hurt. Sal hooks the leg.
Well, Mike Posey getting up what seems to be somewhat of a slow count.
A little slow? The thing, RINAURO's beside himself. This is great.
Terrific.
Sunset flip. Two count by Jacob.
The tempo seemed to have perked up a little bit there. Doesn't seem to be a real good night for the guys who totally rule, as Sal just lands on his keister, but responds in kind. Oh, with a finger poke to the eyes. Definitely the great equalizer of this matchup.
Big back suplex by RINAURO. Tag made into Cool Seth delay. Drop toe hold onto the knee. Big snap suplex by delay.
And Cool Seth, the ladies' man, self-proclaimed, I might point out, with what appears to be a rear chin lock on all that, Adam Jacobs. Jacobs able to get up the vertical base with a pair of elbows, putting the kibosh in that headlock.
Sunset flip, a 2 count. Delay charges hard with the clothesline.
Very convincing one, too. Rave in for a cover. Jacobs still able to get his shoulder up. And the guys at Totally Rule taking some severe umbrage at the action so far of referee Mike Posey. Well, you make your bed, you lie in it. Sorry, guys.
And Posey almost giving no 5 count to Jimmy Rave there in the corner.
Looks like it's going to be an uphill battle for the guys who totally rule tonight as Suicidal Tendencies make their triumphant return as a group here at NWA Wildside. Of course, things are looking too triumphant for all that Adam Jacobs at the moment.
RINAURO slingshot suplex from the apron to the outside, hook the leg, and a 2 count.
Mike Posey with yet another cool and methodical count. Whoa! Curious about Jimmy Rave now realizing about this uphill battle we have discussed here with the guys who totally rule.
Jimmy Rave with a sleeper hold applied onto Adam Jacobs, looking for the wind here. Rave cutting it off with a consistency.
And Jacobs firing back with a pair of elbows.
Snap neck breaker. Beautifully executed by Jacobs. And an opportunity to make a tag to a fresh man.
A tag is definitely in order, and here comes Jason Cross, the role model, who's putting the imprint of his own forearm in the heads of the guys who totally rule. Boy, Jason Cross is a complete blur.
Clothesline sends RINAURO to the outside. The guys that totally rule are definitely in trouble. John Phoenix to the outside.
And Phoenix knocks out the entire totally rule team. And all that Adam Jacobs is looking for his turn. Looks like he's about to get it. Jason Cross, the floor is yours.
The role model Jason Cross is gonna take flight. Twisting corkscrew plancha.
Interestingly, 2/3 of the Suicidal Tendencies are practically coming out of retirement for this matchup. Oh, Lord!
Reverse enziguri by Cross. Delay in the ring to pick him up. Leapfrog. Set the lead, diving forearm smash.
And Jacobs, oh, kicking the crap out of Seth DeLay, and a super kick to seal the deal.
RINAURO slingshot clothesline and a butte.
And Phoenix in, opening up in his former student, Salvatore RINAURO. RINAURO stepping out of harm's way. Oh,
Lightning kick takes RINAURO out of the air. Jimmy Rave with a jumping knee to the face.
bodies littered all over the ring here at Hardcore Hell. Who the legal men are is anyone's guess. And Jason Cross, boy, dumping Jimmy Rave on his head. Rave looking anything like but a superstar at the moment.
Oh, wait a minute, Delay's got him hooked. There's the overnight sensation. Charges Jacobs. Jacobs has him hooked, reverse DDT, and there's the lumber layer. RINAURO from behind. Phoenix Fury leg drop.
And John Phoenix himself with a super kick to Salvatore RINAURO that misses.
Goes for the Phoenix Fury. Phoenix counter, scoops him up. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And dropping him face first. Rave charges. Does the same to the back. Brings him around. Disco 2000. It's got the cover here. 2 count. And only a 2.
A very slow 2, but a 2 count notwithstanding. Cool Seth Delay, unbeknownst to Jimmy Ray. Oh, good heavens. Rave just knocked his tag team partner off his own perch. Bad break for a Seth Delay.
Triple baseball slide to the head.
As Cool Seth Delay hanging in the tree of woe.
Jacobs goes for the Pescado there under RINAURO. RINAURO manages to get out of the way. We've got action in the ring now. Jacob is Hard Phoenix attacking Rave, cross and delay. Guillotine idolizer combo. It was unbelievable.
And a pin attempt of referee Mike Posey counting, and RINAURO taking the referee out of the picture.
There it is, the best damn brainbuster in North America. Jacobs on the top, the Bulldog Jam.
There is nothing left of Salvatore RINAURO, but to make sure that's the case, here comes John Phoenix.
Rolling leg drop to the stomach. .450 splash.
What's going on here? Mike Posey clutching his shoulder in pain right in the middle of a 3 count.
Oh, the running knee from Jimmy Rave.
What's going on here?
I smell something.
What's going on here? Not promising here. Oh, the crowd is showing their displeasure on referee Mike Posey. What gives here?
And as Mike Posey joined these guys.
Wait a second, why would Mike Posey join these guys?
I don't believe it!
Why would Mike Posey join the guys that totally rule? They've been raining on his parade. They've been sticking in his craw for months.
Mike Posey, the secret weapon, screwing the returning suicidal tendencies. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This ain't over.
But what, Posey joining this bunch? I thought Mike Posey was one of the most fair-minded referees in all. That's all for naught.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest, Salvatore RINAURO, Cool Seth Delay, and Jimmy Rave, the 3 guys that totally rule.
And the guys that totally rule against can now include Mike Posey. I mean, his status now as a referee in Wildside. I would like to think it's out the damn window, I would hope.
Well, I don't see how.
Give me a second, let me clear my throat.
I didn't get my line in.
What are you guys doing? It's Let me clear my throat. What are you doing?
You gotta get along. Alright, we just pulled the wool over all of Cornelia, the simple people.
Damn it, Posey! You are right. Oh, no. You are absolutely right. Because you see, we didn't just pull the wool over their eyes. We pulled the whole freaking sheep out of those sheep lovers' barns. And we shoved it right down their freaking throats. You see, I have said it time and time again. Three. The guys, no. The guys that totally rule, the international superstars of Wildside, are the greatest, most cohesive unit in the history of this company. And damn it, we're the sexiest things any of you have ever seen. Tonight we proved again there is nobody, there is no unit, there is no group, there is no clique, there is no band of merry men that can defeat us. And there's also one thing that nobody out there can do better than this. And that is
That's not how it goes at all either.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the main event of Hardcore Hell 2005. It is sanctioned by the Board of Directors of the National Wrestling Alliance and will be contested for the NWA Wildside Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, challenger number 1. From Chattanooga, Tennessee, weighing in at 218 pounds, a former Wildside champion himself, Al GETZ presents the second generation superstar, the Pearl of the Enterprise, Ray GORDY. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing challenger number 2, accompanied to the ring by his agent / attorney, Mr. Jeff G. Bailey. From the Dark City, weighing in at 222 pounds. He is credited as the longest reigning world television champion in NWA history, defeating a record the great Arn Anderson held. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Soul Assassin, RAINMAN. And ladies and gentlemen, the final participant in this match, from Jamaica City, Queens, New York, weighing in at 217 pounds, he is a 2-time reigning Wildside Heavyweight Champion, now for a combined period of over 2 years. He is your genetic powerhouse. This is ONYX.
And just after ring introductions are made, both GORDY and RAINMAN, who don't share anything at all but a shared dislike and a hunger for the Wildside Heavyweight Champion, and ONYX hoisting GORDY up, snap-marrying RAINMAN over. Boy, the action is hot and heavy and fast and furious.
Again, this is elimination style here.
Boy, and ONYX sending the Soul Assassin hurtling over that top rope. A clothesline would knock over a small building. Oh my.
ONYX plants GORDY with the Angry Man Slam.
A big kick from RAINMAN that missed. And ONYX hurling RAINMAN once again over that top rope. That certainly did not miss.
Charging in, boot to the face. GORDY charges, signature ONYX power slam. 2 count only. And ONYX held it tight, buddy.
ONYX opening up on the Pearl of the Enterprise as the most concerned Al GETZ. Looking on, here comes the Soul Assassin. And it just seems to just wake ONYX up. ONYX swiping away at the Soul Assassin, RAINMAN. Beautiful. The perfect evidence as to why ONYX is the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. The proverbial marked men when you have athletes the caliber of Ray GORDY and RAINMAN. RAINMAN gunning for you. You know, man, you're hot stuff, babe.
ONYX hooking up GORDY, one of the challengers to his title. Dropping him down front, layout suplex. Hook of the leg, 2 count. And a big forearm shot by the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. And the title is on the line. This is the main event of Hardcore Hell 2005, folks.
Yet another pin attempt by ONYX on the pearl of the Enterprise, Ray Gordy.
This will be my 5th straight hardcore hell. It's always a pleasure to be honored to be associated with such an event.
And it is. In many ways, it is the flagship event of NWA Wildside. As RAINMAN, perhaps ill-advisedly, crawling up to the top turnbuckle. Now he's finding himself in a really bad way as ONYX is up there to meet him. ONYX has some bad plans, no doubt, for the Soul Assassin. Perhaps superplex? Yes, sir.
Big superplex from the Soul Assassin.
And ONYX favoring the small of the back. Oh my goodness!
Exploder suplex pinning combination
has been eliminated.
As of right now, Ray Gordy is the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. He just defeated ONYX.
If you want to get technical
No, I
about
do
it.
want to get technical. Ray Gordy just defeated ONYX. ONYX no longer the champion at the moment. Ray Gordy is.
I guess it makes him a 2-time champion now already. Pinning him with the Exploder suplex literally out of nowhere. He caught ONYX off guard. Learned that move from the best. Mitsuharu Misawa in Japan, who taught it to Jun Akiyama, who made the move famous. So, wow.
I think ONYX is just absolutely completely befuddled. The fact that he was caught, I would not say caught napping, but ONYX, just like that, it was out of the clear blue sky, lost that Wildside Heavyweight Championship. We thought that title would never, ever leave the waist of ONYX. Ray Gordy was the one to prove the man wrong. But now Ray Gordy has to face RAINMAN. Ooh, swift kick to the kidneys. And a pin attempt from Gordy, only 2 goes.
2 count. We've seen what a rivalry this has been over the last several months with the NWA Elite and how GETZ Enterprises came in with the corporate restructuring and the new talent and was going to take over NWA Wildside and literally almost dethroned the NWA Elite. They were that close to having them gone for good. But we know how diabolic Jeff G. Bailey is. As Gordy lays into RAINMAN on the outside, he went home, he regrouped, and he came back with a more focused and more determined NWA Elite than ever. But now you got Ray Gordy, one of the hottest prospects in wrestling. 2nd generation superstar, son of Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Championship gold is destined to run in his veins.
Well, and he's getting an opportunity to get that back. He was at one time, Ray Gordy was one time Wildside Heavyweight Champion for a brief moment. Oh dear! And in a brief moment is all it took for Soul Assassin RAINMAN to send Ray Gordy back first into the security railing. And seeing RAINMAN get the applause of the minions here at the NWA Arena is pretty remarkable indeed.
And RAINMAN dropping those bombs on the head of Ray Gordy. Hoists him up throat first into the barricade.
Boy, RAINMAN was ruthless. Boy, kicking kicks aplenty on the chest of Ray Gordy. And Gordy is one hurting carbon unit. Soul Assassin on top of Gordy for the, oh, and only 2 goes. That wasn't a kick out with much authority. The damage has been done to Gordy.
And the corkscrew drop kick. Right on the money by the Soul Assassins, going for the pinfall here. 2 count, and only a 2.
Boy, that drop kick, almost a thing of beauty, of course, unless you're Ray Gordy. And it practically knocks your block off, and Gordy can't even stand up at this juncture. And the Soul Assassin, it seems to be already tasting Wildside Heavyweight Gold.
Gordy fighting back on the Soul Assassin. It has come down to the war between GETZ Enterprises and the NWA Elite. Interesting variable in this matchup is ref Andrew Thomas, as RAINMAN gets a boot to the face of Gordy. We know his history with the NWA Elite. I even accused him of a little favoritism earlier in the night, although that was not something that was clearly defined, just mere speculation on my part.
Yeah, I think perhaps you might be wrong on that one. Not that I would ever take Andrew Thomas' side, but I think you're keeping things definitely on the straight and narrow, as referees should do, unlike one like POSEY. But that's another story for all that. As RAINMAN has Ray Gordy up, and Ray Gordy goes down.
RAINMAN drives Gordy down with the Falcon's arrow. Hook of the leg. 2 count. And Gordy kicks out again. Bailey is livid.
It's not going to be an easy night at all for RAINMAN or Ray Gordy, no matter how you shake it. The big surprise so far that ONYX, the Wildside heavyweight champion, was the first man eliminated. ONYX no longer the Wildside heavyweight champion.
Michinoku slam from the Soul Assassin has Gordy down again, and again Gordy kicks out.
Well, that kick out was, again, very, very ginger. He barely got his shoulder up, but that's all it took. As RAINMAN gets ready to scale the turnbuckles. Doesn't need to be taking too much time. The more time he takes, the better it is for Ray Gordy, but RAINMAN is anything but a dummy.
Off the top goes the Soul Assassin, drives an elbow. Ray Gordy out of the way. And now GETZ up on the apron. This is about to get very interesting.
And here comes Jeff Bailey, slapping the leg of Gal GETZ. What's going on here? Finally, Bailey and GETZ. Bailey and GETZ. There's a main event waiting to happen by itself. Andrew Thomas trying to get between both Bailey and GETZ. Both.
Wait a minute! He threw GETZ out of the match!
Andrew Thomas has thrown Al GETZ out of the NWA arena.
And that leads to more speculation. Why just GETZ? Thomas thrown Al GETZ out of the match. And Thomas has thrown Bailey out to boot. I stand corrected. Andrew, you're a changed man.
Jeff Bailey tossed out of the NWA arena by Andrew Thomas. You mean we're going to have a genuine, authentic, and fair wrestling match with Bailey and GETZ clients? Well, wonders never cease.
Forearm shots by Gordy. Quick to take advantage off the rope. Stuck of a clothesline. Gordy with the enziguri. And he caught RAINMAN right in a deadly angle in the side of the temple. Will he be able to capitalize? Off the ropes he goes again. Gordy charges with an elbow.
Pin attempt by Gordy, had not yielded pay dirt yet. A reversal by RAINMan. Go for it, Dan.
Board splitter.
God, that's got to be incredibly painful. Oh, my Lord. Ray Gordy kicked out of the spine splitter. After all he's endured in this match? What's Gordy made of? You know the guy.
That says a lot about Ray Gordy. But you got to understand that coming out of the womb, he was tough as shoe leather.
Well, we weren't around for that, but Gordy's remarkable indeed. Well, good heavens.
Goes for the Dark City Street Cutter. Beautiful counter by Gordy. Only got him a 2. Goes for the German and the bridge. This could do it. No.
Ray Gordy was within a hair's breadth of retaining, technically, the Wildside Heavyweight Championship.
RAINMAN has him up. Here comes the Dark City Street Cutter.
RAINMAN on top of Ray Gordy. And Gordy able to get a shoulder up again.
Amazing. Gordy out of the Dark City Street Cutter and the spine splitter. He came to this matchup tonight at 110% with one thing on his mind. And now with one of the biggest obstacles in the almost 2-year-long combined reigning champion of ONYX is out of the way. But Gordy, he's still got the fight left. Amazing. RAINMAN's throwing everything out. Gordy's kicking out. But RAINMAN dropping them bombs again.
But there's a reason why Ray Gordy is the pearl of the enterprise. One of the hottest commodities in pro wrestling, and here goes Gordy.
This exploder again, not pinned ONYX, but Gordy hit his head on the way down. A critical error by Ray GORDY. Both men down. Championship still on the line. It's been a fantastic contest. Great to see GETZ and Bentley out of here now.
That's been incredible hardcore hell 2005 is what it is.
Amazing. RAINMAN scoops him up again. He's got him. Dark City Street Cutter. He hooks the leg. We've got a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest and new NWA Wildside Heavyweight Champion, RAINMAN.
Well, you know what I can say about that, Steve?
You're about to tell me.
You know what I can say about that? I hate Jeff G. Bailey. Hope he dies in a horrible, horrible accident.
Horrible.
But RAINMAN wrestled his ass off in that match, and without Jeff G. Bailey at ringside, the Soul Assassin defeated the son of a legend and one of the very best wrestlers in the world today. As much as I don't like the company you keep, you have earned respect. RAINMAN, the world heavyweight champion. Now, y'all go ahead and say it. The world heavyweight champion. It's been a long, hard road for RAINMAN. And now he's the Wildside champion. What a match. What a hardcore hell.
Man, boy, what a great match for Ray GORDY on the losing end of the stick. But for a few brief, fleeting minutes, he was Wildside heavyweight champion. It was Ray GORDY that defeated ONYX here in this three-way elimination matchup. I'm sure the matchmakers of NWA Wildside are going to be considering that on an upcoming television taping. But let's not rain on the parade, forgive the pun, of the Soul Assassin RAINMAN. He's climbed to the top of the ladder, and he's got the goods to prove it. The Wildside Heavyweight Championship, the Soul Assassin RAINMAN, a new era here at Wildside.
Tremendous effort, and we've got a new Wildside Heavyweight Champion. Fans, Hardcore Hell 2005 was an amazing night. And I'll tell you, when I walked in the doors of this building back in the year 2000, it was something special then, and it's something special now, and this is all I've ever wanted to do. And God damn it, if this is the last Hardcore Hell that I'm ever a part of, it's been a dream come true. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting what we do.
We're glad to have you along for the ride. The ride ain't quite over yet, but thanks for joining us at Hardcore Hell. For Dan the Dragon Wilson, I'm Stephen PRAZAK. We'll see you next time.
If you've ever wondered what a dynasty looks like, take a good look. Screw the Yankees and piss on the Patriots, because the NWA Elite is a dynasty, and Hardcore Hell 2005 was truly our night. Undefeated, the World Television Champion Jeremy V, a successful defense, the Demon Slayers, the one-man Mafia Michael Adrian, and the altar boy Luke left the Lost Boys for dead. It was a beautiful sight. And then it built to your main event for their new World Heavyweight Champion, the Soul Assassin RAINMAN. It's gonna be the party of a lifetime. The VIP room is waiting at the Cobalt Lounge. The tail will be lined up 20 deep, pencil thicks and Cristal all night long for the NWA Elite. RAINMAN, the heavyweight champion. You see, I'd already solved the ONYX problem. All I had to do was get him in the ring with RAINMAN, the Soul Assassin. And now, here he sits atop the mountain, just like the World Television Champion Jeremy V. And mark my words, it won't be long now before Luke and the one-man Mafia, Michael Adrian, are your tag team champions. Bank on it. It's gonna happen. But that's next week or the week after. Because tonight, guys, it's a party and it's all